Are you feeling walking alone on a lonely road where no one has walked before, like Hagar? She never imagined as a slave woman, sending away with her grown-up child. He was not a baby, he was young adult. If we look at the timeline between Ishmael, Hagar's son, and Sarah's son was about 14 years. After 14 years later, Abraham got Isaac. So that means he was already a young boy. That's why it was written as a young, boy. Her mother was able to survive in the desert. She did not know, but she had a destiny. She had a destination to go, where she would go from where she came as a slave. So walking towards that direction. So she was trying to reach Egypt. But she could not cross on her own strength, with her own resources, what she heard. Her own husband, gave her some food, some water. He did not have any idea where was her destiny, where was the destiny of his own son. But he gave some food for survival. They could not survive for longer, and everything was run out. They were walking in the lonely road where nobody was there to give ends. And at one point, she could survive without water, but her son could not able to survive. So she understood one thing, nobody is there to help on this desert. Nobody is there to rescue our life. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know how to survive in the present. Maybe if you are, watching this today, maybe if you are, crossing one of similar situations in your life, nobody is there to help, nobody is there to rescue. No, one thing, there is one person who created this universe, and his name is Jesus. When you look upon the name of Jesus, it doesn't matter you are walking in the lonely road or walking in the desert place where no hands are there to come and rescue you, but you will receive a help miraculously. You do not know from where it will come, but it will come immediately on your need. God is a God who helps those who seek Him desperately. All that you need to do, call in the name of Jesus, and He will bring right answer to your need. Like Hagar, she confirmed she could survive. Maybe she will die a little later, but her young son, would not survive the heat and the wind without any water, without any food, without any energy. And she put him in the distance, like when you throw the arrow, maybe 100-meter distance. She could not see his own son dying in the desert land. Agony and heart cry, looking for a hope without knowing what holds a future. So that's the moment, God again brings promises to the lady who does not even know who God is. Maybe she would have understood because she somehow became a wife to Abraham, and she could have seen, what Abraham was doing, what this God was doing with him, but she did not understand much. And now the promises of God again coming. Hagar, what's the matter? I've heard the boy crying. What's the matter? Then, she was crying. So God watching all our tears. God is watching all our, efforts towards, accomplishing whatever our heart desires. Or God is accounting each and everything. How He is asking, what's the matter? Do not worry. I will make him a, great nation. She did not even thought about it. She was looking for a hope for survival, but God is giving a new promise to, Hagar. I will make a new nation through him. So that's how when God speaks promises in our life, we need to hold on to it. As we sang, hold on, hold on, hold on the promises of God. He will do supernatural things in our life that you never imagined. As a slave woman, she never thought she would be sent away. As a slave woman, she never thought God had a purpose on her life. Through her own son, He will build a new kingdom. No more as a slave. No more continuing the past life. On the way to Egypt, and God is giving new promise. I will make a new nation through your own son. That's how our God promises will always be, wonderful. When you hold on, it all will fulfill at the right time.